welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Jahan, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Diderot effect. So if you like this type of thing and you want to learn more, don't forget to give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe because it really helps my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the Diderot effect and talk to you a bit about how to avoid it and the pitfalls of it, especially as we're going into a bit of a financial crisis globally. I think it was a good video to start you off in, and with Black Friday coming up and Christmas, let's avoid those shopping traps. So, the Diderot effect, for those of you who don't know, he's a French philosopher and one of the many things that he wrote about, and he's a writer. This is the one that people talk about quite often. It's around consumerism. So when you buy something new, you need something to match it, in essence is what it is. For example, I bought a new sofa back in July, and when I bought my new sofa, I thought, when we were in the shop, we're definitely going to need a new bookcase to go with it because, you know, the bookcase is not going to look as modern or as fresh. But I stopped myself, I paused, and when the sofas actually then were delivered, actually my bookcase was fine. In fact, it made my bookcase look even better. It gave it a new lease of life, and I didn't need to buy a new bookcase at all. So the effect is basically you buying something new as a consumer. So it could be a pair of trousers, and then realising I need the shoes, the handbag, the jumper, everything, the coat to go with it as well, when actually you don't need all those things. It's consumerism that's making you want those things. So how to avoid those things now in an age where we have to be careful about money. Sales and Black Friday and things like that are coming up, and we don't need to buy things needlessly. So here are a couple of things that I want to share with you to avoid these pitfalls. The first one is beware of the shiny new toy syndrome. So when you are looking in the Black Friday sales or just shopping in general, avoid trying to buy things just because it's shiny and new and you want it, and really think about it and consider whether you need it, because it's so easy. We're always being flooded with information. Even on YouTube, we're recommending things to you all the time, but really actually think about whether it fits in with you and whether you actually need it. Is it going to complement what you've already got? Which goes on to my second point, which is buy things that already fit into your system and only if you really need them. For example, if you've got lots of different coloured tops and things and you think, actually, I would like a classic pair of trousers or pants to go with them, buy a classic pair that will fit with every single colour with your wardrobe, whether that be a nude pair of trousers will fit with everything, a black pair of trousers will fit in if you've got a mostly monochrome wardrobe. Don't buy something that is trend-led or just something that's spare at the moment that you haven't really thought about, which will mean that you feel like you do need to buy other things to complement the outfit. So buy classic, and when I mean classic, I don't necessarily mean the idea of classic of just black and white or neutrals or certain cuts and things. Yes, they are classics and they're globally, universally classics, but buy classic to you. So what fits into your wardrobe, your personal style, and if you need to work that out, good ways of doing it is looking at Pinterest and thinking, what complements me, where do I gravitate to, mostly on some of the fashion pages. But the best way to do it is look into your wardrobe. What are you mostly buying? What are you mostly wearing? And when you do buy, when you do go and consume things, what is going to complement my wardrobe the best all the way across, where I don't feel the need to have to buy a whole new outfit to complement one item. So if you're buying a pair of shoes that you love, but you love the look of, but you really don't think it goes with anything in your wardrobe, and it means that you have to buy everything else to go with it, it's probably not your own personal style, and it's probably not your own classic style. It's probably not a classic shoe or cut anyway as well. It's probably most likely to be trend-led, and then you are probably also going to waste your money wearing an outfit probably only once or two times, because you're not going to want to rewear something that doesn't give you continuous joy and it's just for that one moment. So really think about those sorts of things when you're buying. A big one here is avoiding the triggers. So consumption triggers are absolutely everywhere. I've got lots of apps on my phone, shopping apps on my phone, Cult Beauty, ASOS, Zara, H&M. I've got lots of apps on my phone. I like to sometimes just shop and like items and not actually buy anything. Put things into saved lists for if they go in the sale, and I think, oh, okay, I like it, then I'll put it in sale. If it goes in the sale, then I might consider it. But I think I really have, because I've got other things that I'm focusing on and other like financial goals that I'm focusing on, that I can give or take these apps. Sometimes I just look through them when might be bored, or if I'm traveling on the train or something and I've finished a book or don't feel like reading my book right now, then that's how I use those apps. But if those apps are triggers for you, delete those apps, unsubscribe from those emails that send you offers and tell you when sales are, and take away all those kind of triggers that make you needlessly buy things, because by taking those triggers away, then you're not going to be as tempted, and you're going to find it a lot easier to navigate around this world which is so focused on consuming things and buying things. So take away those triggers to help you just not spend, and if you are going to spend, put limits in place of how much you allow yourself to spend, whether that be £20, £50, £100, £5,000, whatever your personal budgets are. Say I'm not going to spend anything over £100 this month on fashion or makeup or whatever it is, and that is my limit. You're not going over. If you are somebody who feels that they want to buy something, and the lipstick effect is going to start coming in, because that's what happens when recession hits. People like to buy small little things for themselves just to make themselves feel good, because the bigger purchases are just further out of reach in these times. Then put a limit on how much you're going to buy and what you're going to buy. And also, before you buy it, always go back to thinking, does it already fit into the systems that I have in place? If it does, it's a thumbs up. If it doesn't, just let it go. I also think it's good to let go of wanting things by filling your time with other things that you can do, whether it's a hobby, whether it's meeting friends, whether it's working out, exercising, that kind of thing. Fill your life with something else other than wanting things. Find things more enjoyable if you're not constantly wanting things, and then when you do buy the things that you actually do want, whether you're saving for something, you're going to enjoy that moment a lot more. I think in a way, I don't know what it's like for the rest of the world, but in the UK there are constant rolling sales on absolutely everywhere, to the point where when you buy things, it's not usually it feels like it's a good deal, but you can get it any time of year, so it almost takes away the kind of, it becomes the norm. So it's like when you see something enough, it becomes normal, and if you're shopping that much, it becomes normal. It doesn't become enjoyable. It's not that kind of, oh, I get to go shopping today because I've saved for something that I really actually wanted. And it'd be nice just to get that back in general. So saving up for good fabrics, good materials, for the best that you can realistically buy. I'm not somebody who feels that you should never shop in H&M or Zara or any of those places, because the reality is that we do have to shop in these places. But choosing fabrics wisely, choosing materials wisely, and loving the item that cost me £20 as if it cost me £1,000 in the same way, fixing it if it gets broken, and caring for my items, washing them properly, sewing them if they need to be, adjusting them to fit myself, that kind of thing. Another thing you can do is set yourself a challenge for not shopping for a month. Now, we're getting up to Christmas now, so it's a bit difficult. So it's November, December time. You probably want to buy gifts for people. Should you want to, you might not want to buy gifts for anybody. You might just want to buy gifts for yourself. But November, December time is a difficult time anyway. But January, have a no-spend January. If you're going to be spending November, December because it's the lead up to Christmas, think about it now and think, okay, I'm going to have a no-spend January. I'm going to start off 2023 not spending, re-evaluating, shopping my own wardrobe, seeing what works in my own wardrobe, finding new ways to wear things, finding new ways to do my makeup, looking at different trends and getting inspired by other things. I'm going to do that in January and have a no-spend January. I'm going to definitely do that in January. That's going to be my thing I'm going to do in January, and we can do it all together if you like, but have a time where you just don't spend anything and just take in your environment. There's a lady on here, Trinny Woodall. She's a cult classic in the UK. Her and Trinny and Susanna used to do a fashion TV program on Channel 4, I think it was, and she does lots of fashion videos where she shops her own wardrobe. So bear in mind she works in fashion, so her wardrobe is ridiculous. So many clothes, shoes and accessories. But she does teach you the fundamentals on how you can match what you've already got in your wardrobe, how you can find things that complement each other in your wardrobe already, how to pair clothing, shoes, accessories and all that kind of stuff, so you don't actually have to go out and buy. And when you watch her videos, it makes your brain tick and you start thinking, actually, I have a lot of these things in my wardrobe. I have a lot of these colours, a lot of these styles in my wardrobe, and I could wear them in a different way. So consuming that kind of content that helps you shop your own wardrobe and think about what you've already got can really help you over the next couple of months as well, to avoid the shopping pitfalls that we will get in the December, January sales and Black Friday. The next 3 months are real sales areas where they're going to really push that consumerism. So watching those kind of videos will really help kind of you navigate through this time, because the pressure to shop even during a crisis and the want to shop even during a crisis will still be there. Taking away some of these triggers, evaluating what you've already got and shopping your own wardrobes will help you avoid falling into these pitfalls. So let me know your thoughts below. Are you somebody who's fallen for this before? I definitely have in my 20s, definitely fallen for need to buy the shoe, the dress, the bag, the coat, everything to go for one outfit for one night out, and probably only worn that 3 or 4 times and never worn it again. I'm definitely that person, especially when it came to shoes. I loved shoes growing up and having to buy lots of things to complement the shoes rather than actually thinking about what I already had in my wardrobe. So let me know if you're somebody who has fallen for these things, and if you have and you've overcome them, give some tips to us below on how you avoid this sort of consumerism. It really fascinates me. The shopping patterns of people really fascinate me. I find it really interesting. So let us know below. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you've taken something away from it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.